way. Maybe I'll do a CG first. God damn it. Just go for time. No way I'm making. Can't find. Damn me, bro. Are you shit. Fucking goddamn it. Oh my god. Dragon arrow. Be able to get this. Cool. Pass. 7:30. Oh, look up strat. Try. I can do 7:30, just brute forcing it like I am, but 6:30.
If you're watching this video, then you're probably like I was a few weeks ago. You have a decent amount of Corrupted Gauntlet experience, you saw the Grandmaster speedrun time, and you decided to give it a go, but you don't have a ton of experience speedrunning it. So what I want to do in this video is give some general information for really optimizing your Corrupted Gauntlet runs, and then go through an example prep. First things first, if you're not already comfortable completing Corrupted Gauntlet, much like anyone who's spent a night with me, you're going to have a bad time. So before attempting the speedrun version of this activity, I highly suggest getting comfortable with prep and with killing Hunllef while taking next to no avoidable damage. I actually highly suggest a video made by Solo John that I'll link in the top right that goes over a lot of good general items that will help make your Corrupted Gauntlets more efficient and consistent. But if you're not a nerd, you're not here for efficiency, you're here for the tips on the mind-numbing experience that is going kind of fast in Corrupted Gauntlet, and for that I have a few additional notes and tips. So starting off, my recommendations for stats is having 95 plus in your combat stats, having access to Lunars in order to cast Vengeance, and access to the prayers Rigor and Augury. These aren't all required, but the lower your stats and the fewer things you have, the more dependent you are going to be on RNG. With decent stats, this achievement isn't super RNG dependent and overall requires just slightly more than average RNG. And as far as prep goes, with enough practice, you'll be able to prep well over half your runs, leaving most of your runs just dependent on your Hunllef fight. Next, let's talk about the supplies that you'll need to prep. Generally, you'll want to make full tier 1 armor, 1 tier 3 weapon, 1 tier 1 weapon, 2 potions, and 12 fish, and overall this will require 260 shards. We'll talk about this more when we go through the example run. In terms of why we're bringing 12 paddlefish specifically, the amount of fish that I've chosen is based on the average amount of damage you'll take phase. The more comfortable you get with prep, the more time you'll have for Hunllef, just increasing your chances of getting this time. Next, the biggest thing you can do to save time is to reduce downtime. If you ever find yourself backtracking to a room you've already been to, or you find yourself standing still while killing an enemy, you better have a really good reason you're doing that, or you're probably just doing something wrong and wasting time. With the items that we're making in the path that you'll see in a minute, you'll always have enough inventory space for whatever you need, so you'll really never have a reason to go back to a room you've already been to. Do what you need to in that room when you open it, but realistically your pathing should always take you to new rooms to see as many new things as possible. Now I know this sounds obvious, but it's so incredibly important to be actively aware of this, because sometimes it's just so easy to click to a demi-boss room, running through a room you've already opened, wasting maybe 4 seconds, when you still need, let's say, an ore deposit, which you would need to be able to kill it while taking no avoidable damage. The reason for this is every extra point of damage you take is just another paddlefish that you'll need to eat, which both wastes a few ticks to eat and also it wastes your supplies, which you don't really have extra of. You're bringing in just enough food to survive an average Hunllef, so if you get trampled and take a 38, you're probably not going to have enough supplies to cover that mistake, so you need to be able to consistently kill Hunllef while taking no avoidable damage. In addition to this, I'm going to say it's borderline required to be comfortable doing 5-to-1 using your fists as the melee switch. For those of you who don't know, 5-to-1 is attacking Hunllef 5 times with your strongest weapon and then switching to a weaker weapon on the 6th attack in order to manipulate Hunllef's prayer. Now, admittedly, you don't need to do 5-to-1 to get the 6-minute 30-second time, but if you don't, you're relying way too much on a very ideal layout in order to prep properly. Because if you're not 5-to-1ing, you really need 2 tier 3 weapons, which means you need to find the 2 correct demi-bosses in enough time, and generally the time you save not doing 5-to-1 on the boss is not made up in the time it takes to find the 2 demis. You also need to kill an extra demi-boss, which takes a not inconsequential amount of time. So generally, I just highly suggest learning and being comfortable with 5-to-1 because it will not only make your runs faster on average, but also just generally more consistent, and you'll be able to prep more layouts. So to summarize these general tips, really just always know exactly what you need and when you need it. Don't stand still or backtrack ever, and just generally play well. These are simple things, but if you're following all of these, you'll find that honestly this prep time is pretty achievable fairly consistently, and then like I said, you're really just left to killing Hunllef cleanly, and you'll have the Grandmaster achievement. Obviously cast Vengeance before you go into the Corrupted Gauntlet, then head in. The first thing you want to do is open the closest room to you and check Hunllef's prayer. If Hunllef is praying ranged, you want to focus on getting a tier 3 staff. If Hunllef is praying mage, you want to focus on getting a tier 3 bow. And if he's praying melee, you can get either a staff or a bow, and a bow is slightly more DPS. That being said, the staff is very, very good. Don't feel bad if you do have to get a tier 3 staff. Moving on, you want to open the rooms in a U-shaped pattern like you normally would in a gauntlet, but you want to make sure you're opening the demi-boss rooms. You're not going into them, you're just opening them so you know what you have available and you can see it as quickly as possible. Now the main thing you're looking for is obviously supplies, so gather supplies and carry them, but the biggest thing you're looking for is an weapon frame and 40 shards. So as soon as you see a room with 3 tier 1 enemies or 2 tier 2 enemies, focus on the rest of the activities. You can pick a resource and find a resource, and as soon as that XP drop goes, it's happening on the next tick. So there's combat resetting scaling cycles to gather resources. And back to this room is a tier 1 staff and 2 vials. The vials are important because they're actually necessary to have enough inventory space so we don't have to go back to the starting room. So once those items are crafted, continue opening rooms, but in the opposite direction. That way you don't waste time running through rooms that you've already opened. Honestly, one of the biggest things you want to pay attention to in the preparation phase is make sure you don't have any downtime. So running through a room that's already open is not useful, especially if there's no resources in there that you'd need. So after you craft your weapon and your vials, your main focus now is going to be killing the correct demi-boss. So at this point, you might have opened some of the demi-boss rooms already, and if you haven't, make your way down to that row of rooms where the demi-bosses will spawn and start opening them up. Now, if you don't find the demi-boss you're looking for, you can restart the run. Once you're more experienced and you feel comfortable with the timing, you do have time to go over to one of the side demi-boss rooms to look for the correct demi-boss, but if you're just getting started, feel free to just reset. You're only about maybe 1 to 2 minutes into a run. There's not too much time loss. So once you find the correct demi, you want to proc your vengeance on this demi-boss. The reason we're proccing on the demi-boss is, first off, the tier 1 staff isn't great DPS. Another reason is, if the demi-boss hits a 40, then we can heal up while we're finishing our preparation without losing any time. If we proc vengeance on Hunlif, we take full damage, and now we have to spend eating during the Hunlif fight, and there's a significant time loss there. So proccing it on the demi-boss is almost always a better time save. That being said, once the demi-boss is dead, finish gathering your resources. Now, one thing that's very important is you need to make sure you're dropping your tools as soon as you're done using them. This includes dropping your pestle and mortar once your potions are finished. This will allow you to have just enough inventory space to fit everything that you need without having to return to the starting area or dropping anything. The supplies that we're making is full tier 1 armor, 1 tier 3 weapon, 1 tier 1 weapon, 2 potions, and 12 fish. This means you need to make sure that you have 200 shards in your inventory before going back to the starting area, and that's assuming you've already made your potions while gathering resources. If you haven't made your potions, you'll need 220 shards. So once you have all your resources gathered and you have the 220 shards, head back to the starting area, cook your food, craft your items, and then head into the Hunlif fight. Now remember to eat food while you're walking up to the Hunlif doors, so you start as high health as possible without overhealing, and drink your prayer potion so you're as high prayer as possible as well. The goal time for the preparation phase is under 3 minutes and 10 seconds. This gives you 3 minutes and 20 seconds for Hunlif, which is a decent amount of time. Generally an average Hunlif time if you make very few mistakes and you have a decent enough
that good of a setup.
Now towards the beginning of the video, I mentioned that I can probably prep around 70% of the runs that I do in save time. Were there any times that you were standing still auto-attacking an enemy? Well, next time, move while attacking or gather resources while attacking. Did you find yourself spending too much time running in rooms that were already open and didn't have your resources? Well, next time, prepare properly for that and go a different direction so you're discovering rooms or you're pathing towards the resources in a more efficient manner. The biggest thing I can tell you is just constantly focus on how you can save 1 to 2 seconds here or there, and eventually that all adds up. And once you're at the point where you can consistently prep in under 3 minutes and 10 seconds, it's just a matter of having. Might not sound like a lot, but if you miss 4K for 2 different times, that could add up to 16 seconds of time. Guys, I have a confession I need to make. As it turns out, I'm terrible at this video game. Now, I know that might come as a shock to anyone who's seen me do Inferno or has seen me do a raid, but after starting an account that would lose a large amount of its appeal if I died, I decided to start taking a look at things, and as it turns out, yeah, I suck at this game. And in order to not lose that account, I decided to sit down and just get good. So I didn't want to just constantly run content until I had a great case. I wanted to do something that was a little bit more skills. And luckily for me, 9 months ago, Jagex announced a piece of content that is coming to the game soon, which is Combat Achievements. At the time of recording this, they haven't released Combat Achievements, but they have released one thing that will be done, which is speedrunning Gauntlet. So that's what we're going to go for. We're going to Master Gauntlet time, which is finishing the minutes and 30 seconds. And before we get to the actual train wreck that was my mental state over the course of the 2 days that I went through this, I want to let you know that I'm not going to go over any specifics on optimized pathing because I'm going to handle it in a second. I didn't really find any content out there that from the Gauntlet or the speed run, and there were some tips I picked up, and I will go over those in a much shorter video in just a few days. So if you're looking for that, just hold on. I will get to that in the future. So, over a minute to shave off, which is definitely not really easy. There's going to be a lot of RNG involved, specifically in getting the prep time. But I'm going to go for it. I will be completing dead runs just because I don't have enough money for a team vote, and I need crystal shards and I into one stone. So this might take me longer than normal, because I'm completing technically every single run. So if I run into a situation where I just don't have time, I'm just going to take it slow, finish my prep, and then do home run. But that's it. I'm done explaining. Let's just start hating our lives. The Gauntlet is a mini game where you start to gather resources. For main accounts, you it's just without the ego that comes along with the gray helmet. And you're really just left with a crippling sense of yourself. And a hole in your heart. Anyway, pretty well. I mean, the only areas that are really you know, basically, I have super high votes for first day. I really just wanted to spend some time feeling things out. So optimize my pathing and just getting more comfortable with consistently just going fast in general. I mean, originally 16 fish, and as I found out later, despite this, I was able to we got a super PB. I'm actually very pissed because that probably was 630. I'm not used to 5-1 punching. I usually just make a weapon and make it easy. And it just always fucked me up. I kept my keybind for this and I just kept mispraying for the prayer time. I also fucked up Vengeance and hit a 1 for 17's not a bad time. I mean, second try, trying to go fast, 717, not too bad, but oh, I'm so pissed. Oh, and although I was disappointed with that just kidding, trash. This place is trash, and as I realized, I was bringing almost an entire inventory of food down. But I didn't let my inability to play a game that I spent thousands of hours playing get me down. Well, I did let it get me down, but it didn't stop me from continuously beating my head against the wall or and I continued to do Unfortunately, I didn't make too much more progress, so I decided to call it a day with a 7-7 and I spent the rest of the day just reviewing my footage.
Fuck you, dude. Oh, don't tell me that doesn't count. Fuck you. What? Let's fuck this. Fuck you! Oh, I fucking had that too. Can't find fucking trees, really? Fucking finally! So not making this. I'm not even making the 7-minute one with this shit. I just went with no fucking armor. Jesus Christ. is a reset. Sources off that. 2, 3.